What would you do if God asked you to help your worst enemy? One man said no. And what happened next? Nobody could have guessed. It was a regular morning at school. Mila came zooming in on her scooter, almost crashing into everything in sight. Out of the way! Girl on wheels! Her friend Jake just shook his head. And their little robot buddy Zippy? He was not happy about almost getting run over. And me! I am a very expensive piece of technology. Inside the school, things were already going wrong. Rico, the school bully, was shaking down smaller kids for lunch money. And then Mila found out something even worse. Jake, you won't believe this. Someone stole a bike from the bike rack. And everyone knows it was Tasha. But Ms. Banks doesn't want to punish her. She wants to talk to her, give her a chance. Can you believe that? Jake thought maybe that wasn't such a bad idea. But Mila, she wasn't having it. She stole a bike, Jake. She needs to pay for what she did. End of story. And that's when it happened. A flash of golden light swallowed the room. Mila, Jake, and Zippy were pulled into a swirling portal and sent hurtling back through time. They were going to meet a man who tried to run away from God. A man who needed to learn something about mercy before he could ever show it to anyone else. They landed with a splash on a wooden ship in the middle of a huge, angry ocean. Waves crashed over the deck. Sailors screamed and scrambled. Pulling ropes and trying not to get swept away.
We have to get to cover!
I do not like water. I am not waterproof. Well, actually I am, but I still don't like it. Below deck, hiding in the dark, they found him. A man named Jonah. My name is Jonah. God spoke to me. He told me to go to the city of Nineveh and warn the people that he was going to punish them for all the terrible things they've done. So why are you on a boat going the other way? Jake asked. Because Nineveh is full of the worst people on earth. They've attacked my people. They've killed innocent families. They don't deserve a warning. If God wants to destroy them, good. Let it happen. A massive wave slammed the ship. Wood cracked. The sailors were terrified. They drew straws, and every one of them pointed to Jonah. This storm is because of me.
The Lord has sent this
I ran from God, and he sent this. If you want it to stop, throw me into the sea. Jake begged for another way, but there wasn't one. The sailors lifted Jonah and threw him into the raging ocean. Mila, Jake, and Zippy tumbled in after him. And instantly, the storm stopped. The clouds parted. Sunlight hit the water. The second Jonah went in, everything went calm, like someone had flipped a switch. Underwater, it was quiet, beautiful even. And then they heard it. A deep rumble. A shadow the size of a building rose from below. I am picking up something very large, 3 fathoms below us, and it's coming up. A giant fish, mouth wide open, swallowed all of them in one gulp. Darkness. We're inside a fish. We are inside. A fish. I thought fish were slimy on the outside. This is much worse. Jonah sat in the dark, defeated. He thought it was all over. But Jake said something that changed everything. Jonah, think about it. If God wanted you dead, you'd already be dead. I think he's actually trying to save you. Mila agreed. You ran the opposite direction from where God told you to go, and look. He keeps pulling you back. He won't give up on you. Jonah was quiet
Lord,
for a long
distress,
time.
I call to you.
Then slowly,
Hear my voice
he
of
began
the
to
abyss.
pray. Lord, I called out to you when I was drowning, and you answered me. But I will thank you. I will praise you, because you, Lord, you are the one who saves. The fish suddenly surged upward. Light broke through, and with a mighty heave, it spit them all out onto a sandy beach. They tumbled onto dry land, coughing and gasping. Did that fish just throw us up? I am never eating seafood again." Then a deep, powerful voice echoed across the sky. "Jonah, get up. Go to Nineveh. Tell them what I tell you to say." Jonah stood up. He looked toward the horizon. His face was different now, still scared, but ready. "All right, I'll go. Even though they don't deserve it, I'll go." They arrived at Nineveh. It was huge. It was loud. It was rough. Soldiers pushed people around. Merchants cheated and stole. People argued and fought in the streets. "This place is scary," Mila whispered. But Jonah didn't hesitate. He walked straight to the center of the city. He took a deep breath, and he shouted, "Listen to me, Nineveh! God sent me here with a message. In 40 days, this entire city will be destroyed. Every building, every wall, everything, because of the terrible things you have done." At first, people laughed. They threw things. They yelled at him to leave. But Jonah kept going, day after day after day. And slowly, something incredible started to happen. People stopped laughing. They started listening. They put on rough clothes and sat in ashes, the ancient way of saying, "I'm sorry." The whole city began to change. "Prophet, we heard what you said. We believe you. We're going without food to show God we're truly sorry. Please, is there still a chance for us?" Jonah couldn't believe his eyes. And then word reached the king himself. "I am ordering everyone in this city, every man, woman, a child, and even the animals, to stop eating and drinking."
"Rise not, for we are humbled before greater powers."
Maybe, just maybe,
"Rise not, for we
God
are
will
humbled
change his
before greater
mind
powers."
and let us live. Mila turned to Jonah. "God saved you from the storm. He saved you from inside that fish. He showed you mercy. So why wouldn't he do the same for these people if they're truly sorry?" "Don't say that. These people don't deserve forgiveness." But the 40 days passed. The sky stayed clear. The ground stayed still. God saw that the people had changed, and he held back his punishment. "He forgave them," Mila whispered. "He actually forgave them." "That's exactly what I was afraid of," Jonah muttered. Jonah sat on a hill outside the city, furious, red in the face, shouting at the sky. "I knew it! I knew this would happen! This is exactly why I ran away! Because I know who you are, God! You're kind, you're patient, you're full of love, you always forgive. So why did you even send me here? Just to watch you let them off the hook? I'd rather be dead than watch this." That night, God made a big leafy plant grow right over Jonah's head. It gave him shade. For the first time in days, Jonah smiled. "Finally, something good. At least I have this plant." But the next morning, the plant dried up and died. The sun
"Why
beat
have
down.
you done this?"
Jonah was miserable again. "Really? Even this? The one thing that gave me comfort? Then you take it away?" "Jonah, you feel sorry for a plant you didn't make, a plant that grew in one night and died the next. But you think I shouldn't care about Nineveh? A city with more than 120,000 people in it, people who barely know the difference between right and wrong. You want mercy for a plant, but not for people?" Jonah had no answer. He just sat there. The truth hit him like a wave. Mila leaned over to Jake and whispered, "I think I get it now. If I want God to forgive me when I mess up, I have to be willing to forgive other people too, even when it's hard, even when they don't deserve it." "Even Tasha?" Jake asked. "Even Tasha?" A flash of light, and they were back at school. Mila walked straight to the principal's office. Ms. Banks and Tasha were already there. "Tasha, have you heard anything about a missing bike?" Ms. Banks asked. Silence. Then Mila spoke up from the doorway. "Whoever took it might have just made a mistake. Maybe they still have a chance to do the right thing." Tasha looked at the floor. Then she took a deep breath. "I took it. I don't even know why I did it. It was so dumb." "I'm not going to punish you, but you need to help us get it back to the person it belongs to."
I just
"Okay,
feel so lost.
I can do that." Mila smiled. She walked out of the school. Jake and Zippy caught up. "Want a ride?" Jake asked. "I absolutely cannot carry both of you," Zippy protested. Mila laughed. "Nah, I'm going to walk today. I've got a lot to think about." She walked down the sidewalk alone. The sun was setting. She looked peaceful. Jonah learned something that day, and so did Mila. Mercy isn't about whether someone deserves it. Mercy is about the kind of person you want to be. Because the same forgiveness you want for yourself, that's the same forgiveness someone else is hoping for, too. Did you like this story? Hit that subscribe button and the bell so you never miss a new adventure. Watch this next. It's the story of David and the giant. You don't want to miss it.